that our Democratic Party, unfortunately, is not the party that is of, by, and for the people. It is a party that has been and continues to be influenced by the foreign policy establishment in Washington, represented by Hillary Clinton and others' foreign policy, by the military-industrial complex and other greedy corporate interests. I'm not going to put party interests first. We have Democrats, Republicans, libertarians, and independents coming together saying, hey, we are all concerned about making sure that we have clean water to drink for our families, that we have clean air to breathe, that we're able to raise our kids in a community that's safe. It is the hyper-partisanship in Washington, unfortunately, that has created this gridlock that has stood in the way of the kinds of progress that I would bring about as president.
Now, Senator Harris says she's proud of her record as a prosecutor and that she'll be a prosecutor president, but I'm deeply concerned about this record. There are too many examples to cite, but she put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana. She blocked evidence. She blocked evidence that would have freed an innocent man from death row until the courts forced her to do so. She kept people in prison beyond their sentences to use them as cheap labor for the state of California. And she fought to keep cash bail system in place that impacts poor people in the worst kind of way.
Thank you, Congresswoman. Senator Harris, your response?
Yeah, just a quick flashback, man, for anyone who doesn't remember, or maybe people who didn't even know in the first place. Tulsi Gabbard, in my opinion, is a true badass. And I believe a true believer in America. And the more I think about it, man, I think she might actually be the way forward for Donald Trump and the entire MAGA movement. Because if we think about it, you know, the problem I think Donald Trump has is that there are a ton of modern day Americans that just don't know any better, man. They believe exactly what they're told. And the amazing thing is that they've been told daily, all day, basically, all day, every day, 7 days a week for going on almost an entire decade now. They have been taught and told to hate and fear, more than anything, one man and one man only, Donald Trump. And honestly, man, when you think about it, the fact that Donald Trump even has one supporter left in this world after everything that the left has tried, I mean, literally, they've tried almost everything. It's an inspiring thing, man. It's actually kind of validating in a way to know that there are other people in the world who aren't lost, who don't believe every crazy thing they're told, no matter how many times they're told it. But anyway, I know that it's so easy as conservatives to forget that, you know, there really are a lot of people that are lost, and we have to try and stop thinking about things like best case scenario. Like stop thinking, you know, I'd love to see Byron Donalds or Vivek as VP. I think that'd be freaking awesome, because that would be great. That would be a MAGA freaking juggernaut, right? But I think that it would be a little bit more wise to think about what actually gives us the best chance for victory. And this might be it, man.
It is that that hatred of what they view America to be, an actual hatred, and this desire to rebuild it in something that they view as a utopia in their minds, which leads to the deepest problem of all, which is whether they realize it or not, they think they're God. And that they have they know better for everyone else than we know for ourselves.
Wow. So you ran into that a lot when you were...
absolutely.
Yeah.
And again, like, you know, you don't run around and hear people say like, I am God most of the time.
But we have to change these people.
But you look at their actions and like, yes, well, they don't know what's best for them. So we have to make decisions for them. We can't allow them the freedom to make the quote unquote wrong choice, because they will hurt not only themselves, but they'll destroy democracy. So we're going to take away the freedom that exists in this democracy, and we'll make the decision for them, which is what we're seeing play out right here and right now. But also right alongside that is, as I was mentioning, like who's the power that these people are afraid of, because they are afraid of losing power. These politicians are afraid of losing power. And yes, I am sounding the alarm on how the Democrat elite specifically are doing all they can to undermine our fundamental freedoms, which is really what this election is all about. That is what is at stake in this election.
Correct. Because
if they're allowed to stay in power, there should be no doubt in anyone's mind, whatever you think about any candidate, I don't care who, And this is whether it's Biden or whoever, if it's not Biden, it may be Kamala Harris, whoever it is, they're all the same. They have the same objectives. If they're allowed to stay in power, they will run around this country saying, the voters gave us a mandate to continue the work that we are doing,
That's so true.
which will escalate this spiral towards a more oppressed, less free, less safe, less secure
Also insane.
society.
Yeah, she's absolutely right, man. And they have been doing that since the dawn of time when you think about it. Voter mandates is usually the way they put it. Obama famously said elections have consequences. And man, how right was he, dude? We had no idea at the time. But however they say it, that's exactly what they mean. They believe that a win's a win. And if you win, it must mean that people want you to act out whatever crazy authoritarian fantasy that you have. And make us all pretend that we're saving democracy together. You know, they never ever seem to do the math and say, hey, 75 million people voted against me. Maybe one of the campaign promises I should probably put into action is the one where I promise to be the great uniter, be a president for all America. But no, they don't do that. It's full steam ahead. It's wacky mandate time. And anyway, I like Tulsi Gabbard. She, I think, could be a pretty tremendous vice president. She's smart. She's a former Democrat. I mean, she probably is a liberal, but she's a classic liberal. I don't know if anyone even remembers what that is. She's a military member. Can't go wrong with that. She's good looking. That never hurts. And who the hell wouldn't want to see her debate Kamala Harris again? I'm in it just for that, to be honest. But anyway, that's just my take, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, be a part of our growth. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share the channel. I'll see you in the next one.